This episode of Run It Back Philly is brought to you by Factor Meals. Fresh cooked meals at your doorstep for as little as $11 a meal. That's cheaper than pulling up to the McDonald's drive-thru, baby. Go to factormeals.com/runitback50. Use the promo code runitback50 for 50% off your first box.
Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Good morning, guys. The Philadelphia 76ers did absolutely nothing on draft night, as should have been predicted. Hold on, let me turn this air conditioner off, man. You can hear this. The Philadelphia 76ers did nothing on draft night, as should have been predicted. Why did we get our hopes up? Why did we think anything was going to happen? Daryl Morey was either asleep or playing poker or just, drunk, dreaming about James Harden. Who knows? He just does he does nothing outside of trade for James Harden. That's all he does in his career. The Sixers, there was hope that they were going to trade Tobias Harris to flip some things, to clear up some cap space for the offseason. And then there was rumors that they were going to purchase a second-round pick and actually get into the draft and maybe draft a player that, could have been late first talent that fell to the second, something like that. None of it happened. Nothing happened at all. The worst part about the whole damn thing is that the rumors that Daryl Morey was overvaluing Tobias Harris and, the Indiana Pacers and some other teams had interest. You could have finally got rid of that fucking handicap of a contract on its last year, which is when you trade an expiring contract. And the rumors that the other teams, the Pacers and other teams, said that the asking price for Tobias Harris was ridiculous. And we're sitting here thinking, okay, well, he's just driving up the price, right? He's just driving up the price. He's just telling people this is what he wants so that, hopefully maybe they throw in another future second or something like that. The draft happens. Daryl Morey does absolutely nothing. You failed to trade Tobias Harris once again, bro. This is the worst contract in the NBA. This is now the worst contract in the NBA. The other one was Bradley Beal. The Wizards figured out how to trade him. Oh, he has value, obviously. He's a better basketball player than Tobias Harris. But you failed to trade Tobias Harris again. We signed Tobias Harris to this max contract after Jimmy Butler left. We realized about a half a season into this contract that it was a terrible contract and that he's basically a 15-point-per-game player making LeBron James money. And you're telling me we sat here for the entire length of the contract. All 5 years. All 5 years. Every single offseason, there was rumors we were going to trade Tobias Harris, and you didn't do it. Never. We sat through every single year of that bad contract and were unable to get depth on this roster because guys like Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White, and Marcus Smart all make the same money combined that Tobias Harris makes. For those who don't understand why this matters, you can't get good role players on this fucking team with Tobias Harris still here. Daryl Morey fails to trade Tobias Harris again, bro. The Philadelphia 76ers had so many flaws last season. I don't care what you little fanboys talk about. Oh, they won 60 games. Be happy with me. Shut up. They had so many flaws. They were the slowest, shortest, most boring team in the NBA. They were the worst rebounding team in the NBA. They were the worst transition defense team in the NBA. We got to the second round because James Harden was good for enough games. Joel Embiid was good for enough games, but you knew the flaws in this team were going to kill you eventually. When you play a team like the Boston Celtics or the Miami Heat or the other teams that are at the top of the East, you can't be the shortest, slowest, worst rebounding, worst transition defensive team in the league. And guess what, guys? We're coming back this season with the same exact team. We're coming back this season with the same exact team. Get ready for it. Get ready for James Harden, even slower than he was last year. Get ready for Tobias Harris, even slower and worse at rebounding than he was last year. Get ready for PJ Tucker, even slower and worse than he was last year. Get ready for another season of George Niang, who can't jump over a Pepsi can and wants to reply to me on Twitter calling me a clown. Bro, I'll beat you one-on-one, George. Sixers are the same, man. How are we supposed to be excited about it? You know what I mean? I'm legitimately a Philadelphia 76ers content creator. I talk about the Sixers in the NBA almost every day. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of covering this team. I'm going to start just watching the games on playback all season and then disappearing the entire offseason because it's not fucking fun, dude. It sucks. Why would I want to talk about this team in the offseason? They're doing nothing. That's all I got, man. You guys have a good day.